Hi everyone, this is Janet from the Brantford Public Library bringing you this week's STEAM Challenge. Our challenge this week is to build a pendulum. A pendulum is a fixed object that is hung so that it can swing freely due to the force of gravity. A great example of a pendulum is a playground swing. Today we're going to build our pendulum and we're going to create some fantastic artwork with it. Pendulum painting can get messy, so this is a great one to do outdoors. Let's start by having a look at the supplies we're going to need for this challenge. We'll start with preparing our pendulum cup by using a pencil to poke a hole in the bottom of the cup, and then a larger hole on either side of the cup just underneath the rim. Make sure you cover your workspace with a drop cloth or plastic tablecloth. Pendulum painting can get messy. Place your two chairs back to back about 2 to 3 feet apart. Place the stick between your two chairs. Slide the string that is tied to the pendulum cup onto the middle of the stick. You'll want your pendulum cup to sit about 4 inches above the ground and your art paper. First, we're going to test our pendulum with water before we try paint. We're going to start by placing a piece of tape on the bottom of your pendulum cup before you add water to it. Now we can test it and see how it works. After testing, you can place art paper beneath your pendulum. It's best to use washable paint that you've watered down. You'll want the paint to be runny. Now you can remove the tape and start swinging your pendulum in a circular movement. Let go and watch your pendulum as it creates art, and observe what patterns your pendulum creates. What pattern does your pendulum create? What happens if you don't stop the pendulum from swinging? Why are the paint lines and loops getting smaller and smaller? Your pendulum cup should create a colorful swirl on your paper, showing the pendulum's path. Pendulums use a weight to move. In our activity today, the paint in your cup is acting like the weight. When you move the cup and let it go, it swings back and forth because of the force of gravity. Our pendulum begins to slow down because of the friction, which slows the pendulum down with each swing. Once you've made a few pendulum paintings, you can experiment with different lengths of string or lowering or raising the cup. Try spinning it in larger arcs. When the paint dries, look at the different patterns. What can you tell about the movement of the pendulum from the patterns? Thanks for joining me today for our STEAM Challenge. I hope you had fun learning how to build a pendulum. You can make your very own at home, and if you don't want to use paint, you could also use colored sand, sidewalk paint, or even just water. For more fun things to do, check out the Brantford Library website for home-based activities. We'll have lots of fun things to do all summer long. And don't forget to sign up for our summer reading club for prizes and more. We'll see you again next time.